TikToks. Oh my God. Just loading up the TikToks. And then we will get going here. TikTok is a real problem. Don't really need this, but all right. All right. All right. We're getting going here. What's up, Chris? I don't know that we need TikTok at all. Yeah, I don't know that we need TikTok at all. Okay, anyway, we're going to have it. So, good morning. Come on in. We're just getting started here. If you're on TikTok and you want to head over to YouTube and subscribe there, you'll learn about stocks. And that's kind of the name of the game here, right? So that's what we're trying to do here. Learn about stocks. So with all that said, let's learn about stocks, right? If you have any questions, drop in the chat. Winnie, Oso, Jacoby, Brittany, Eric, Ricardo. Drop them in the chat. We're really going to be favoring the YouTube chat here. We see Nori chimed in earlier. Might pull your questions up on the screen so we can answer them, but yeah, really all about that YouTube chat right now. Okay. So let's get going. If you're just joining us on X, welcome in. If you're on Facebook, welcome in. YouTube is where it's at. And we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Let's get going. Let's get going, Jay, Tan, Megan Lord, Z Stewart, Veronica. Let's get going on YouTube. Lori and Co. Don't worry, Nori, we're going to get rid of your comment and move on here. We're just getting everybody going on the YouTube. So we've been live for 5 minutes. It's finally time with our third live of the morning Couple false starts. That'll happen. Now we are ready to get this thing cooking. All right. So let's go. Let's go. All right. Go ahead to share that live as you wish. And we will get things cooking. All right. What's up, Raphael? All right. Here we go. What's up, Miguel? What's up, Jose? See what we can focus in on here, guys. Neo looks interesting. Open. It's pretty interesting. Undercut, ran 1,000%, holding up, pressing the upper 70% of this range. Increased volume. You know, this is 400%. This is 70%. This thing could really run. So this is open. Definitely holding up. This was definitely the entry point, but we'll see what happens. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Otherwise, we will CEO got told to leave, so Pony's actionable as well. A lot of volume. Hinge is thin, but looks good. Plug, alternative energy, interesting. But it is kind of algo bar cart robo trader. So don't love that. Pull up Nori one more time, and then if you got questions, drop them on YouTube. this bullshit is still up, I wouldn't worry about it. If this can get Wall Street bets interested, this thing could rip. But otherwise, I wouldn't concern yourself with it. It's just kind of messy. It's just kind of messy, guys. There's just more buzz about open. This is the Google data center buzz. So it went back through that high volume close. This gap down, so that's, you know, a good way to buy it. Let's look at Abercrombie, guys. Right? If we go all the way back, oh, this is American Eagles. This is Abercrombie, right? Oh yeah, A and F, not and. Duh. This is an example. This earnings took a while. This is 500% in a year. It was really this earnings that did it in hindsight. So if you can buy back over high volume close, this is the name of the game. It just, I mean, this was rough, but it pretty much stayed above and didn't close below the 50-day for a year, and you went 500%. So that's what we're trying to do. That's an example of an earnings pivot. What's up, Elia? What's up, Alyssa? What's up, Iris? What's up, Mojamal? This is a short opportunity. It just is up an insane amount from 10 to 400. It's kind of a lot. So Could come down. Could come down, guys. Okay. Core, we've really got wrecked. Giga Cloud, still strong. Peloton could become an AI play at some point. Remember how euphoric people got during COVID about this? What's up, popsicle stick emoji? Palantir, kind of going down, but not a short yet. Corn is pretty frustrating. AMD looks good. PDD is interesting. You. Super tight 20-day caught up. Super strong move. Similar to this, AEVA. Power candles. Hopefully MACD catches up. You can't see it, but down here, this indicator is the MACD. What's up, Miguel? What's up, Mo? So guys, hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you want to see more stock action. YouTube is the place to watch that. It just makes more sense. The screen's bigger and everything, and it's YouTube. So that's what we're trying to do. Get over to YouTube, and I'll see you over on YouTube, right? QBTS, quantum names. What's up, Afif? Kind of holding. Cool. It's kind of holding this. This close up here is 17-ish. It's almost holding that, so we'll see. we will see. Okay. Let's get going here, guys. Yeah. Let's get going. All right. Let's get going. Subscribe on YouTube to see more stocks. And welcome in on TikTok. Okay. I don't know about quantum. IonQ, whatever. Nothing to do for a momentum trader in Tessie. There's no like robo-taxi rollout yet. So this hasn't moved for that reason. This thing's gonna move, but it hasn't moved yet. Okay. What's up, Wally? General Dynamics. General Dynamics. Well, I personally don't like how slow it moves. It moves 2% a day. But maybe you have a big portfolio. The earnings reaction seemed okay. It actually held up after earnings, which is pretty unusual for this earnings season. Aerospace and defense has been doing fine. One of the big movers was KTOS recently, which did rip and is holding up. Lockheed Martin had a pretty rough earnings reaction, but did hold up. So this Palantir is kind of looks like it's going to roll over as far as new age defense. So this General Dynamics in the sector doesn't look great, even though the earnings reaction looks okay. I mean, long term, it looks kind of like every other chart. It went down and then ripped back up with the tariff rebound. So What's up, Teef? What's up, Kali? I don't love it. You know, on the daily, it is a gap up and then a wick off the 20. I mean, it is holding up significant volume. If it can get over this 317 level, maybe there's something there. And then as far as recent news, there isn't really recent news except for earnings. 10% year-over-year increase. I'm just asking Dr. Chat over here, right? So net earnings around $1 billion. They have this contract for over $1 billion, $2 billion. But I got modification. So no new contracts, no like game, you know, changing episodic, you know, newsworthy events recently. This was about a full month ago now. So the electric boat is going to happen. This is an interesting sector. Got a little bit of labor situation, but every company does. And then, yeah. Doesn't seem like any real issues. 4 billion of revenue already for the electric boat. So seems real. Seems like it's happening. I don't know, Wally. That's what I got. If you got any other questions, let me know. Business jets, nuclear submarines, blah, 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 blah. The big thing is that electric vehicle contract. And the big thing for us is that level, which we can see here on the intra-daily chart of this close right here. This is where the most volume was traded. So it closed at 318. So if we can get back over that, we can see it failed that little spike on Thursday, which we can see right here in detail. There was a little volume here and just trailed off. Looks like actually this was pre-market. I wouldn't worry about this at all. So it hasn't failed, actually. It's holding up. It's pretty liquid. But if you have less than $20 million account, which almost everyone watching this does, it's interesting. And that's the level, 218. All right. That's general dynamics for me. If it doesn't get up there, you just got to ignore it, in my opinion. Unless you're aggressive and buy off this moving average with a really tight stop. But even then, you could have a wick down like this day on the 7th, which looked like this. Yeah. I don't exactly know how long-standing that wick was. In other words, is that the type of wick that stops you out? Is it just a print? Can't even see the date on this chart. It's so scrunched up. Where's the 5-day 1 minute? There it is. All right, there's the date. We have the date again. But of course. Oh, God. I guess we need to do 10-day 1 minute. This is so ridiculous. 10-day 1 minute. These are the constraints of streaming, guys. We have to make everything all scrunched up so we can show it on the screen. But of course, that means we can't see the dates. So this is the 7th. So it did come back incredibly liquid to 308. You know what? Scrap everything I said. I think this stock is just too illiquid entirely. But if you're going to ignore me, I would say 318 is the level up here for it to get back above in order to buy. What's up, Rich? What's up, Nori? And if you're still joining us for the first time, you're going to want to get over to YouTube because that's where the party's at. Okay? Got our good friend Chat, GPT on the screen. We've got our good friend Thinkorswim, this charting software that we use, that I use. What's up, Carms? And we are going to keep chugging along here, seeing what stocks are there to buy. If you're seeing this, you're not on YouTube, get over to YouTube where you can ask a question. And we can learn and grow together, okay? Especially for those watching on TikTok, you're going to want to be on YouTube. That's where the party's at. So back to Tesla. Intel did kind of gap up and sell off, but it's holding lows, so this is worth holding over the weekend. Got a bit of a left side peak for XXRP. Somewhere over here. God, these charts are so small. This is where we're at. So it's got to get over that level. And it's currently not over that level. Okay. It's down to 42. That is what we're trying to do here. If you're ever on TikTok, head over to YouTube, where we're trying to hit 600 subscribers this morning. You'll be in the right place for future videos over there. TikTok's kind of the Wild West. YouTube is where you can actually learn and make money. Okay. Bitcoin double top, but holding up here. This has curled up, as we've talked about. This is the futures, so it's not visible on here. Remember, the last double top we did retrace 9%. And if we really look at the last double top and we call it over here, we retraced quite a lot. Is that like 40, 30%? 30%? Yeah, so this actually took the end of January over a month and a half. So this is probably, a little premature. Maybe it'll chop around, flail, and then fail 30%. But 30% is a lot. If it's down to here from up here, it's probably, somewhere. If this is down here, 30% from up here is probably down around 100K. I mean, we don't have to use this stupid little tool. We can literally say 30% of 120,000 is 40,000, right? So it'd be 80. What is it? I don't do public math. You know what it is. It's somewhere around 95,000. SWYM holding up. This thing is, if we zoom out here to the weekly, see that's pretty interesting. If we zoom out to the monthly, it's pretty interesting. You know, monthly breakout, it's a big deal. Weekly breakout, this is all-time highs. It did wick up, but if I can get back up, it could be pretty exciting. If we really zoom out, we can see this is definitely an all-time highs. Okay. What's up, Gabby? If you're over on TikTok, get yourself over to YouTube, and yeah, we will continue learning live here. But Sim's holding up for sure. Okay, so let's drop that in here like so. CLS failed. Baba. Earnings next week, kind of holding. You just got to be careful with this China name. LEU we can ignore. APLD is still flagging. SOUN's got to go sideways. Roblox had pretty wild bounce. A lot of dip buyers. If you guys are on TikTok, head over to YouTube. That's where the questions are. Are we option trading from Nash to highlight? You could. All of these names are optionable. They're liquid enough, and they do have an option chain. Like somewhere in here, you can look at option trade chains. I don't even remember where it is. I think it's, God dang. Oh yeah, this is the option chain. You just got to get rid of this thing. All right. Somewhere in here. Like if we put in Tesla, you can see the options. I personally am not trading options on any names right now. There are opportunities sometimes that call for it. But if this doesn't look foreign to you, then yeah, jump on in. But for the newer people and for really anyone, even people with hundreds of millions of dollars, they don't trade options. Oftentimes they just trade the stock, because with options you have to figure out when it's going to go up. And with stocks, you just have to say it's going to go up, and I'm willing to hold on for X number of weeks, provided I stop out and sell at a certain price level if I have to. Manage your own risk, right? But yeah, we can look at an option if we so wanted to. We could do that. We could go like this. And then we could look at the relevant option for Tesla Weekly right now. Tesla is at somewhere like $330 Tesla's at right now. So if we wanted to buy a call option for $350, this is what we'd be looking at. Maybe somewhere down here, a weekly option next week for somewhere up here, slightly out of the money. What the hell is going on here? This is just extremely hard to look at options on this portrait mode. Oh, God. I'm just going to ignore this. Make it big for a second. Sorry, I know you can't see this, but yeah, I know you can't see this, but you can see in here, right? Yeah, so you can actually see the important part, which is that this is the weekly option, so it expires Friday. These are the strikes. So if you needed a 330, this is where we're at. This is the price right now. That's why this is yellow and this is white. So these are all in the money. These are out of the money. In the money, like below the current price. So if we wanted to buy a 350 call option for Friday, it would cost, at least $193. You multiply this by 100 because you have to buy 100 of them at a time. You can't just buy one. You have to buy 100. So it's like $200 to buy a 350 call option, and that's the right to buy 100 shares at 350. So yeah, if that's worth it for you, $200 to buy 100 shares at 350. And the reason it would be worth it for you, we can actually send this over to the chart so we can take a look at it. Thinkorswim is a good options platform. It's just, yeah. So this is the 350 call for Friday. I know this looks like gobbledygook, but this is Tesla. This is the date, Friday, and this is a call, not a put. So a call means you think it's going to go up. A put means you think it's going to go down. We're buying them. Buying is safety. There's no such thing as selling options that is safe, even though people say that exists. So if the bid and ask, it's like $2. Ignore this purple number. That is this theoretical option price. Just look at the actual price. Actually, we'll assume the theoretical option price is true. So maybe you couldn't buy on the bid right now, which is $193, 200. We'll say it's actually 240. So you pay $240 for the right to buy 100 shares at 350 sometime before next Friday. And if we look over here, is that really worth it? Are you going to lose your $240? Probably, right? So what are the chances this goes up? to 351 by next Friday. If it did go up to 351, you bought 100 shares at 350, you sold them at 351, you made $100, but you also lost $240. So you'd actually be down $140. So the whole point of options, obviously, is that you paid 240 bucks and this actually went to 355. That way you made 500 minus 240, you made 260 bucks. All right, so that's a quick options primer. But no, we are not option trading, although you may be. Okay. EOSC, kind of skittish, trailing off here. UPXE is interesting though. This one is still holding in there. Oh, I already have it on the list. Nothing to do with Rigetto. Galaxy, yikes. Short, right there. Yikes. Weed, semi-interesting here. MSOS. Very speculative, obviously has to go sideways. Sort of regulatory event. Excuse me. This is the OTC name, but I don't want to look at weed stocks. I mean, my God. Metzi held over the 10-day, so this is still in play. It's probably not one you want to run out and buy if you don't have a reason to, but it's on the list. And EGG needs a big bounce. If you want to short it right now, it's pretty big rebound to close. I don't know what to do with that. And you, there's nothing to do with this. It's just slow. It's choppy. Guys, if you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube. That is where we're answering questions and looking at stocks and putting out longer videos. It's the place to be. really don't even need to be looking at 4% ADR names. I mean, I know some of these are below 4%, but in general, really want to be above 4%. PDD is a big one, so that's a little bit of an exception, but yeah. Docu is pretty ugly. There's just a lot of ugly stocks out here, guys. Just really choppy. Look at this. Like there's a big clean move. It is a biotech, but somewhat interesting. All right, what else we got here? Hood looks pretty awesome. I mean, I don't really know how much more awesome it can be. It's up 100%, but BMNR. Could move again. Could move again. What's up, TikTok? If you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube. That's where we are learning. TEM is definitely interesting. Not something too crazy to do right now, but RKLB, interesting. Joby, not so good. BBAI, pretty gnarly gap down. Pretty gnarly, guys. This candle is gnarly, but has a lot of momentum. Could buy it over highs. It's gotta go sideways. SMR turned down. LTBR rejected. ASTS. Bunch of red days in a row. Affirm looks interesting. Does have earnings coming up. Could buy over 80, but I don't know. This would have been good, obviously, in hindsight, with the risking yesterday's low, but 75 is pretty far down to risk. Not a lot going on, guys. Hot looks pretty interesting. Other companies could join the conversation, like that Google stake and Wolf. Zeta still need to explore more. Whew. QS holding up. Huge volume. Undercut rally. If we can get back above this level. I think Wolf I don't know what to think about Wolf. It's holding up. Man, Ethereum really ripped, guys. Clean moves, not chop. This is chop. ONS is actually holding up. This is Weebel. Kind of interesting. Sim's got to hold up. VSAT, I don't know about that. It's up 60% from the 50 though, so it's probably going to fail headed into the next month before we get into the hyper October, November, December time. Sedge Everything has to get above this level. Pony looks pretty cool. Big move. It's clean. Had volume. Has volume here. Tight range. Moving averages are lined up. Okay. Core weave, big move down. Christmas tree move down. Biotech AI companies are gonna grow. This thing is just pumping. You. Pretty awesome. OUST kind of messing around. Guys, if you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube. That's where all the videos come out, so you can learn about stocks and not just do these lives. TSSI unwind. PSA accidentally. This is the move. NVIDIA probably sells off. Anyone have any tickers? Drop them in the chat. We can take a look at them. you've got any comments on TikTok, let them go. I might just give up on the TikTok streaming. It's kind of weird. It's not weird, it's just useless. People on TikTok are there to hang out. They're not there to look at gobbledygook on a screen, right? Solar credits went away, so DQ holding up. NXT holding up. Pony is pretty clean range. PGY holding up. This is ugly. Kind of like this one. Kind of have that with you as well. This wick. TXG. It's okay. Open's better than GoPro in terms of company-wise and chart-wise, probably. DNUT, whatever, kind of like GoPro. Open, though, could go. PPTA, choppy. We're just in the late stage of a bull rally, so these don't work very well. Okay. All right, guys. That's it for now. You guys are awesome.